Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
But let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that'll set them back 5. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They're going to look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. That one goes for 24 yards. That is caught inside the 5. And the Niners are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And goal to go.
Here's Mostert. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Lining up
Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going. A touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football.
Kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. We get our first look now at Carson Wentz and this Philadelphia Eagle offense.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
2nd and 9.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Javon Kinlaw able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Wentz now on 1st down. They'll roll it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Carson Wentz sacked.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Javon Kinlaw, his 2nd sack of the night.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rigger. And he will be out of bounds on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Eagles, nothing.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Running on first down is Mostert, but he can only manage a yard, and that's about it before he's tackled.
He's tackled at the 30.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
And Deebo Samuel's another one of those young receivers that not only looks like a running back, but plays like one after the catch. And he had one of the best seasons among 2019's rookie receivers. Just over 800 yards receiving, but by the time the playoffs hit, he had become WR1 for the 49ers, and now with the departure of Emmanuel Sanders, that should give him even more looks. Look for him to catch the ball downfield and also take it out of the backfield.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But it'll be second and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The quick slant caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
The goal line. 4 yards on the pickup. It's now third and goal.
Back to throw again. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
For Brandon Ayuk.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Eagles, nothing.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Kinlaw able to record his 5th sack of the season.
On the short time this San Francisco organization has been configured the way that it is, you've seen their draft patterns, and when they traded DeForest Buckner to Indianapolis, many people were wondering what's going to happen to the interior of the defensive line. Well, they replaced him right away with Javon Kinlaw, the rookie out of South Carolina, and I expect him to make a big impact early as a rookie. Plays with great leverage. I love his hands and really good intensity each and every snap.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's James returning. call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense. Take over 1st and 10. George Kittle and the Niners ready for their next drive. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Now Carson Wentz down. Boy, you think about the injury history he's had, and he remains on the turf. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. On his status when we get back. From the gun, it's Hurts. And Jeffrey's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 15 yards on the play. First down. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
43-yard line.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Hurts fumbles it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, you do I ever.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Kicking off for San Francisco.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was the visiting Broncos who were able to come in and get the road victory. Melvin Gordon, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium, and they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Christian McCaffrey, a touchdown run in the victory. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Shotgun snap, and then to give to Sanders. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A throw over the middle taken in, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
11 on the play. And an Eagle first down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
On the coverage.
The kickoff good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
17. Eagles 3.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10. At their own 25.
Back onto the field comes this offense led by George Kittle. And we roll the highlights of the game he's had. You know, when we talk about wide receivers and how you shut them down, what about when you have a tight end like this having a game? How do you stop him defensively?
It really changes what you're trying to do because defensively, you're worried more about the wideouts. Okay, how are we going to cover them? The running backs, how are you going to shut them down? But the tight end is that elusive, unique player. Linebacker cover him, cornerback cover him, safety covering him. Always has the advantage. Usually has final answer against anyone who tries to defend him.
And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Intercepted.
They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Eric Armstead able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
That's the second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll run with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. getting your back involved. What's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
Another 49ers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Intercepted by the Eagles.
Holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to, because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. On the return, it's James. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On play action, they'll throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Third and 14.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Going deep here for Stills. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up the throw from the gun. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Hurts. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to.
Hurts fumbles it. And this is going to be 49er football.
The quarterback sacked. Fumbled on the play.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
10 yards. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So now Wentz and the Eagles down 20-10. A little over a minute and a half remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 24, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
So much of the 49ers' success last season was due to tight end George Kittle, the NFL's all-pro tight end in 2019. If you want to start a debate, ask the question, is he the best tight end in the game? Or is it Kansas City's Travis Kelce? Maybe they're 1A and 1B. In any event, Kittle had 107 catches last season, his 2nd straight 1,000-yard season, and he's a threat anywhere on the field, especially as you get closer to the goal line.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 29-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That'll be caught. Reagor with it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Flush to his right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long. 2nd and a bundle. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So the victory here for San Francisco. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought two words for this ball game: methodical and predictable. And both of them came together.
So for the Niners, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign.